One Middle and B5, here on BBC One.
Watch this.
Lenny Henry Show.
I don't think so.
Right on. Shoot me now. Wow, thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you very much for coming back. I love you, especially you. Been a lot of stuff going on. Eric Clapton's old band from the 60s, The Cream, reformed to play 4 nights at the Albert Hall last week. At one point, Eric held out the microphone for the audience and 3,000 hearing aids went woo! Did you see the pictures of the new Easy cruise ship? It's bright orange. 20 quid per person. You get on, they give you an oar. There's a bloke with a drum, bomb, 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 bomb. There's a guy at the back with a whip. Pull! We're all there going, I told you we should have paid the extra and gone first class. Have you seen this ship? It looks like a giant lifeboat. When you fly EasyJet, the safety instructions now say, in the event of this aircraft landing on water, don't worry, one of our boats will be there to pick you up. And you're lucky because tonight is Hawaiian barbecue night. A shopping centre in Kent has banned hoodies, you know, the hooded sweatshirts? Because people have been causing trouble in there, man, but there was a bit of fuss yesterday when security guards in Dixon's threw out 3 Benedictine monks. But they didn't complain because they were a silent order, you know. Do you know, the average person nowadays has to remember about 10 PIN numbers. It's true. You got your credit cards, internet passwords, security codes. I get them all mixed up, you know. Yesterday when I was setting our burglar alarm, I put my bank PIN number in by mistake. When I shut the front door, 50 quid came out of the letterbox. The new Doctor Who is going to be David Tennant, you know, the guy who played Casanova. My God, a rampant doctor. This guy will hump anything. The doll is going, get off me. Leave me alone. I'm not that kind of Dalek. Just because I can get upstairs now doesn't mean I'm easy. Come on, man. It's the second time I've been late this week. I saw that. Very nice. So, Anderson, think you fancy spending a weekend here with a man like me?
Sure, as long as it isn't you.
Put all the evidence in the lounge and photograph the witnesses.
You mean you photographed the evidence and put the witnesses in the lounge?
Ah, right. Yeah. I'll sort that out later. The body's through there.
Welcome to the Sherwood Hotel. May I say, I think you've picked an excellent time for a visit. We've just completed the refurbishment of the Coconut Health Spa. So we now offer guests an Olympic-sized pool, hot tub.
And you are?
I'm sorry. I am Tim Fredericks, Deputy Manager at your service.
We're with the forensics department. We're looking for the dead body of your manager, Mr. Sherwood.
Right. Well, you've come to the right place. I think I can safely say if you want to see the body of Mr. Reginald Sherwood, we are the only hotel in the area that can offer that unique facility.
Can we see him, please?
Yes, but first, maybe you'd like to have coffee in the Elizabethan rooms, or if you prefer, we can always bring your drinks through.
Hang on for 1 minute. Can non-members use the Coconut Health Spa?
Yes, we offer a very attractive trial membership package, which includes...
Can we get down to business?
Right. I photographed the lounge and put the witnesses with the evidence. That's not right either, is it?
Sherwood?
I don't think he's able to respond just at the moment, but if you'd like to wait in the Crown Court TV lounge, I could have you paged.
Can't have been dead more than a few hours. This skeleton is still warm.
What happened to the rest of him? Where's his soft tissue? Where are his clothes? And what's this?
I'm so sorry, I'll have the porter clean up this mess right away.
Anas platyrincus, otherwise known as
Wood pigeon.
mallard duck. And brachyrhynchus, otherwise known as
Green finch.
pink-footed goose. This, if I'm not mistaken, is from Tyto alba.
Bottlenose dolphin.
Barn owl.
Right. Put the evidence and the witnesses all in the lounge and photograph the lot, so no one can argue with that.
We're going to need to take a look at your register. That's not too much trouble.
The register is always available for viewing in cases of murder between the hours of 10 and 4.
I see you have a barn owl staying in room 391.
We do have a guest in that room. His species is frankly none of my business. Here at the Sherwood, we pride ourselves on discretion.
We're going to need to take a look.
He's not in his room at the moment. Around this time, he likes to step out for a pellet. Oh, here he is.
That's some mess.
Did Mr. Sherwood have a green tie?
He did.
Did Mr. Sherwood smoke a pipe?
Only in the smoking lounge.
Did Mr. Sherwood wear a gold signet ring?
He did.
This nest appears to be made from human tissue. Can you explain how Mr. Sherwood ended up as nesting material?
Mr. Sherwood dedicated his whole life to making his guests comfortable.
Thank you. Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. No, you. Okay. I've been going horse riding. What, a brother can't ride a horse? Haven't you seen Blazing Saddles, you people? And I'm not so sure if it's fair on the horse, are you? I mean... They see me coming into the yard and start going, oh! Don't get on, I've got a thing in my fetlock. And when I get on the horse, he's on the mobile. Is that the RSPCA? You get this big brat off my back, please. Tell you, the scariest bit when you start riding is being on those tiny country lanes, because cars just go this close to you. That's why when you see a group of riders, there's always one of them going like this. That means slow down. Either that or my horse is just guffed and I'm sending it your way. They've got an ex-police horse where we go riding. It follows me around the stables like... Last week it pinned me up against the wall and made me empty my pockets. I'm like, he's got sugar lumps, Sarge. They're not mine. I've never seen those before. Actually, my family has had a long association with horses because my dad used to bet on them every week. For years, I thought all pens and pencils were this long. And because he had to work out these really complicated bets, my dad was brilliant at maths. He stunned me one day. He said, you know Einstein's theory? Well, I just worked it out. He's going to win the 330 at Newmarket. All the horse breeding, these days, it's all done by IVF. So if you're in the fertility clinic and you see a couple of horses sitting there, don't worry. She's going, it's our 8th visit. If it doesn't work this time, they're going to shoot him. Meanwhile, he's all embarrassed because he knows at some point the nurse is going to send him off to a cubicle with a bucket and a copy of Horse and Hound. He's in there going, have you got one where she isn't wearing a saddle? I mean, come on. My daughter wanted a pony. I said, no way, they live too long. Hamster, 1 year. Rabbit, 3 years tops. Horse, yonks. She'll have grown up and left home. You're there in your retirement bungalow in Eastbourne, the horse is coming out of the toilet. Whoa, I'd give that 5 minutes if I were you. I like watching the horses do dressage. How camp is that? The horse is there, right, hooves up, tail down, eyes right, sassy sideways, and one singular sensation, every little move she makes. One singular sensation.
was me when I was a dancing girl at the Windmill Theatre. I was 19 years old.
Let me have a look at that. Lord God, who'd have thought one ostrich feather could cover so much?
Don't forget, it's the life drawing classes this afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. What time does it start?
4 o'clock.
Who's going to be modeling for us this time?
Mrs. Danbridge.
Shoot me now.
No, what's the problem?
Can't we have some younger models for the life drawing class? Someone under 85 would be a start. It's called life drawing. The last few muggles we've had have been half dead.
I think it's nice of Mrs. Danbridge to offer to model for us.
She's got too many saggy bits. I used 3 boxes of charcoal drawing her wrinkles, and that was just down to her belly button.
I'm sure she'll do her best.
I think we should have young models for the life drawing, not people from this place. They keep going to sleep, and then they fall off the chair, or they go to the toilet, and then forget to come back. We should make a rule. The only people who model for the life drawing class should have a bladder that works.
You know what happened the last time we had a young model? Mr. Rafferty's blood pressure went up so high, he had a stroke.
Hope she slapped him.
What you talking about, woman?
They used to try that on at the Windmill. It got so bad that we had to wear mousetraps in our G-strings.
Anyway, next week we are going to have a male model.
When there was a blackout, you could hear them snapping shut right across Soho.
What you talking about, male model? Why would I be interested in drawing a naked man? I am not Dale Winton.
Maybe you should model for the class, Mr. Blackwell.
Oh, what a good idea.
Well, I was a very fit young man, you know. I used to have a body like Michelangelo's statue. What was it called again?
The Sistine Chapel.
No, you know the name. Donald?
Derek.
David.
Yes, David. I look like him.
Really?
Well, nearly like him. If Michelangelo was making a statue of me, he'd have had to use a bit more marble.
Boasting again.
I'm looking forward to this. If you code, you could borrow my socks.
Thanks. Just give me a week to get in shape, and I'll do it. By the way, you might need to get an extra box of charcoal.
For the wrinkles?
Among other things.
I better read this magazine real quick before Mr. Lister comes in and makes me pay for it. Now, I don't usually read Sheet, but this week it's got a piece on Beyonce. Yeah, I'm doing some research on her, because last week I had an audition with this agency to become a Beyonce-alike. I know, Beyonce don't even look as good as me. She should be doing me, really, but Beyonce, she don't work in Netto. Now, if I get this job, then I'm going to be in a group with the Kelly-alike and the Michelle-alike, and we're going to be called Destiny's Stepchild. This is proper exciting. And this all happened because I had to take back a phone. I was walking through Walthamstow Market looking for the feisty man who sold me second-hand underwear. And this guy came up to me and he gave me a card and told me I look good. And I was like, listen, mate, you're old enough to be my dad's older friend, so step up. And he was like, no, I'm a modeling agent. And I was like, yeah, right. And then I remembered that Naomi Campbell was discovered in Argos in Peckham or something. And even more importantly, this guy who was talking to me was wearing a Gucci suit. But I still wasn't falling for it though, yeah? I was like, look, you think I'm going to be one of them silly girls who gets all excited and then ends up in a council flat with her top off, taking pictures for catalogue you can only get on the internet? I don't think so. But he was saying that he was kosher and that he was setting up a looky-likey agency and that he had offices in the West End and that I could bring my mum. So I thought I'd give it a go. I didn't go with my mum because this is showbiz. I couldn't risk taking no potential rivals. Now, at the audition, there was about 12 other girls in there who was going for the Beyonce part. Now, I thought I was in with a good chance because 10 of them girls was white. We all had to line up and do all this dancing and booty shaking and all that. And I was proper killing it. Anyway, my booty brought the house down. Well, a couple of pot plants. There was us 13 girls auditioning and 40 guys in the room watching. Funnily enough, we didn't have to do no singing. One girl was proper moaning about that because she could really sing like Beyonce. The problem was, she looked like Jay-Z. Anyway, at the end, the modelling agent said that he called me, and I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. He did call, and he wants me to go back. He says they ain't decided about Destiny's stepchild yet, but in the meantime, he's got an even better job for me. Yeah, he wants me to be the face of B4. I think that's what he said. Yeah, that's it. He wants me to be the B4 model in a liposuction advert. That's cool, isn't it? Cool, yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, I have been to a jungle in Peru. I have sailed across the Atlantic with Tony Bullimore, don't ask. I performed in front of 70,000 people at Wembley Stadium. All of these, a piece of cake compared to bringing up a child. Isn't it? Bringing up kids ages you. You suddenly move into dog years. She's 14, I'm 140. My daughter's actually 14 this year. What a lovely age. So helpful and respectful. Obedient, tidy. Can't wait to spring up in the morning and go to school. And they communicate so well at this age, don't they? Whatever. Loser. Oh well. Sorry. Whatever, McDonald's worker. Tell you, a big favourite at the moment is stop spying on me! Stop spying on me! Your teacher says you're doing better on maths. Stop spying on me! You know what I'm talking about. They don't even use words, do they? Especially if you're just trying to be helpful. Don't forget your code. What's that? Have you fed the guinea pig? That's shorthand for, do you have to say something so pathetically obvious? What do you think I am, stupid? I can't wait till I'm 18 and I can leave this house and never have to see you mingers again. They get all of that out of... Hey, listen. I don't think I'll be alive now if I'd done that to my mom. Len, tidy your bedroom. My tongue would have got this far. Bam! Toad set in the face. And why are they so embarrassed by us? Why? It says in the Bible, honour thy mother and father. It doesn't say walk 10 feet behind them going, they're not with me. My daughter doesn't mind being told off when she's done something wrong. What she hates is the lecture afterwards. Module 37, why guinea pigs die if you don't feed them. Your kids are going, look, can you just beat me so I can get out of here? I'll sign a waiver, it's all right. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like this in medieval times. I'm bored. What are you going to play with Tom? They hung him yesterday for stealing a loaf of bread. Well, his body's still hanging there. Go and play swing ball with him. You'll be glad of the company. Look at you. You're 10 years old. You're halfway through your life. What have you achieved? But having kids does provide some good moments, doesn't it? You know, late at night when she's been in bed for a few hours, we creep upstairs and we open the door of her bedroom and we look at her and we go, she's beautiful, isn't she? She really is. She's so peaceful. We're so lucky, aren't we? And then her eyes flicker open and she says, stop spying on me! How are the tests, Westmacott?
I've been analysing the material taken from the bird's nest and using computer models of average soft tissue density to reconstruct Mr. Sherwood. I've only done the head so far.
I've got a photo of Sherwood. and compare. That's it. Well done, Westmacott.
Thanks.
I see there are beak marks on the... There's a rib missing.
Oh, sorry.
What are you watching, Twyford?
It's a big TV set.
Which program?
It's CCTV footage from the hotel. I'm checking back over the past 24 hours, see if I can spot anything suspicious.
Good idea. How long is that going to take?
24 hours.
I see. Well, don't take all day about it.
It's Frederick, the deputy manager. He's in the front office. He wants to make a confession.
I don't have time to take his confession now. I've got a case to solve. You're wasting our time, Mr. Fredericks. I don't think you did kill Sherwood.
No, I did. I killed him.
And if you don't admit you've been wasting our time, we'll have you locked up. For wasting our time.
All right, I admit it. I've been wasting your time.
All right. You can go. After you've told us what happened.
Sherwood was a drunk. He passed out in the lounge that night. The owl from 391 came down and some sort of a fight broke out. When I returned... I didn't want the Sherwood to get a bad reputation. The sort of place where owls kill you in the night. So I tidied up. He got rid of the body. There was only the skeleton left.
Why didn't you get rid of that?
I thought he'd like something to sharpen his beak on.
Twyford, you don't have to watch this anymore. We've cracked the case.
What's going to happen to the owl?
Oh, him. He's going down. For life. Evening, my name is Lister. This is my shop. I've been making my own live yogurt. You know, with the good bacteria. I'll just take normal yogurt and leave it on the windowsill for a week. Then it really comes alive. You get some serious bacteria in there, you know. A couple of them got out and chased Mrs. Shelley's Alsatian right up the street. We've been celebrating VE Day this week. Everybody around here has been partying, doing what they did 60 years ago. Old Mr. and Mrs. Patterson tried to have a knee trembler in the doorway. But he's got a new hip, she's got 2 plastic knees, and they don't tremble like they used to. We nearly had a meltdown to rotting. I was very young during the war, you know, living with my mom in Jamaica. We had a schoolboy from England evacuated to live with us. My mother thought it was an exchange school visit, so she sent me to London. While this kid was having barbecues on the beach in Montego Bay, I was in the Whitechapel Underground station singing We'll Meet Again. When we did meet again, I gave him 2 claps upside the head. I didn't really know my father. He was away all through the war. Then one day, this tall, handsome man in a uniform stood in the doorway, dropped his kit bag, swept my mother off her feet and carried her up to bed, and they were there for 3 days straight. When my dad came home and catched him, he beat the hell out of him. To get into the spirit of wartime, I've priced everything in the shop in old money. The young people come in and say, 1 and 9 pence for a bar of chocolate? How much is that? I say, well, in new money, that's about £25. I went to the memorial concert at Trafalgar Square for VE Day. Why, all the old battle-scarred veterans were there. Cliff Richard, Eamon Holmes, Natasha Kaplinsky. And them old songs, you know the old songs, they brought back so many memories, man. Underneath the arches. I remember we used to go underneath the arches to get the old Austin 7 serviced, as we used to call it. And we were all there watching Claire Sweeney singing. And I was thinking about all those people who couldn't be there to listen to her. And wishing I was there with them.
Now listen, Snoop. Things gonna have to change. You gotta get rid of all that gangster stuff, or I'm gonna leave your ass. Now go home. From now on, you a house-trained dog.
Shizzle. I can't be pimping no more. He's a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. I got to do all these chores. He's a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. She said, wax them flows. You a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. You know it's harder than you think. Take a look at this sink. If it ain't done by 10, my woman's kicking up a stink. I'm in the dog pound. She said, no more hoes. Now I got the scrubber and these marigolds. All that gangster shizzles now is history. How do you make a souffle? Damn, that's a mystery. I can't believe my woman has to do this all day in jail. They be naked on the roof with an AK. They keep paging me. I let the phone ring. Don't they understand? I got a basket full of ironing. I ain't got time to listen to a fat tune. She'll be back soon, so I better vacuum. Then clean the kids' room with a new broom. Oh my God, it's all doom and gloom. If I don't shape up, we'll break up and then she'll take up and leave with her panties and her Bobby Brown makeup. She's my woman and I gotta have her loving, so I'm sticking my kids' supper in the microwave oven. If my kids give me attitude, he's a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. I say now, St. John, that's very rude. He's a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. Get upstairs to your bedroom. A house-trained dog, a house-trained dog, a house-trained dog. Rudeness I don't allow, I gotta discipline him now. I expect to give respect and Oprah Winfrey showed me how. They sit outside, I'm getting hounded. Let's get this homework done, or you'll be grounded. I was the big boss from Compton to Queens, but I still can't get baby girl to eat up all the greens. Open wide, look, it's a Cadillac. No way, Jose, you can't have a Big Mac. Ain't no use getting hot under the collar. Come on, eat this broccoli, I'll give you $50. I keep the dishcloth hanging out my backside, only on the left side, yeah, that's the sink side. When you clean your teeth, do the tongue top side, yeah, that's the pink side. Use plenty fluoride. Then I'll tell you a story making rhymes with a twizzle, like she sells shizzle shells on the shizzle sizzle. Then I'll do the bedside lizzle, but only a little bizzle. Then I'm gonna lie dizzle, cause I keep talking drivel. One, yeah, one, it ain't nothing but a J claw. Well, she's gonna be impressed. Shop it on the block, shop it on the block, shop it on the block. She'll say, dog, you the best. Pop it in the walk, pop it in the walk, pop it in the walk. Maybe we'll even have sex. Do it in the dark, do it in the dark, do it in the dark. Well, that wasn't too hard. You better not see this card. You put a bullet in my head and I'll be buried in the yard. Thank you very much. Good night. My thanks to Chris Langham, Zinni Asheray, Nathaniel Burt. Hey, good night. Thank you very much.
Have I got news for you? Next on BBC.
14th season, Joe is just desperate to lose it at the Pleasure Land, and there is strong language.